This video dealing with skew lines or dealing with the shortest perpendicular. So the shortest perpendicular line between the two skew lines, or it could also just be called the shortest distance. Okay, so the shortest distance between any two lines is a perpendicular line. Okay, so the shortest distance between 2 points again is a straight line. Shortest distance in a point and a line is going to be a perpendicular line to the line. Okay, so for this, our measurements again. So A 175, 55, B 250, 20, 65, C 175, 55 and 90, and D 230, 25 and 30. Okay, so again, skew lines, they're two non-intersecting, non-parallel lines. Okay, so I'm just going to line out those and then we'll work on the solution for it. So my two skew lines laid out, blue one being AB, yellow one being CD. Now at this stage, we want to do the same as we done the last time. We want to replicate one line onto another line, onto the end of another line, and then take a horizontal as well. Okay, so for this I will need to make sure it's going to fit. So it should more or less fit on the page. Okay, so I'm going to, from my point A, I'm going to go out here parallel to the line CD. Okay, so set up my ruler to CD, transfer that down to point A. Okay, and then I'm going to take the horizontal from point B, and I'm going to locate a point, I'm going to call it P. Okay, so those two there are parallel, and then that's a horizontal line which will give me a true length in plan if I have a horizontal line in elevation. Okay, so I'll drop down point P into my plan. And I do the very same thing as I done on my elevation. I go parallel to the line CD from point A. Okay, so setting that up, I need to go parallel to the line CD from point A. And that's going to give me the position there now of that point P in my plan. And I can join P then to point B exactly as it is up here. But down here now, it's going to give me a true length of it. Okay, so that line now is a true length. So what I do, I'm going to look along that true length, the very same as I done the last time. I look along the true length. Okay, so they were parallel. That's my true length. I'm going to look along my true length, and I'm going to get an auxiliary elevation. My XY will be something like that there. I'm going to get an auxiliary elevation, take my heights from my elevation there. Okay. So as you saw there, I just stepped them out with my ruler. Now I could have just taken my compass and stepped them off, but I already had my heights given to me in my question, so I just stepped off them heights with the ruler. It's the very same thing. So that's point D, that's point A, point B is here, and then point C, that guy there. So in this view, what should happen is the two of those should be parallel. Okay, so my line AB is my blue line. Okay, so I'm not going to change the angle or the orientation of the ruler. Point CD is my yellow line. Okay, so the two of them should at this stage appear parallel like that. If they don't, you're gone wrong somewhere, so you have to go back and check out and see what's after happening. So the two of them should be parallel lines in this view. Now, this step is the only one really that's different to the shortest horizontal. Okay, if we're going for a shortest horizontal now, we'll be projecting the same direction as my X on Y one. I'll probably go this way because of space. That's if I was doing the shortest horizontal. But I'm not, we're doing the shortest distance or the shortest perpendicular. So here my X1, sorry, my X2, Y2 is going to be going the same direction, okay, as my two lines. Okay, so for that, we'll set it up to our lines. and we make an x2, y2. I have to keep it close now, just cage of it not fitting on the page. So I want to keep it close to them. Okay, so that's going to be my x2, y2. And we project then basically every other point 90 degrees to that line. Okay. So that's those points projected up in that direction, and I'm going to use my compass now. I'm going to step my distance from my x1, y1 back to my plan. That's for C, and I knock them off there, and I'll just do the same then for the rest of them. So that's them lines found now in my new view. So at this stage, at the point where they cross over, I can project that now back down along the same direction as I had projected them up. Okay, so I'll just project that back down. So that's it now, project it back down to that view there, and I'm just going to put that into red. So that's my line that I want. That is my shortest perpendicular line. Okay, and it's at this view, if you're asked for a measurement for that line, it's on that view there that you would take it. Okay, so for example, the length of this shortest perpendicular line would be about 24 millimeters. Okay, but sometimes I might ask you just to bring it back into the other view, show the projections of it. So I'm bringing it from here, where they appear to cross, back into this view where I would take the measurement of it if I was looking for it. And now I'm going to project it back to my plan and back to my elevation. So again, I just projected back in the very same direction. So that's the direction I projected that time, so I project it back in the same direction. Okay, so there is my line there in my plan. And now I'm going to project that straight up into my elevation. So if I was asked for the projections of the line, this is what I would have to do. If I was asked to indicate the length of the line or the size of the line, I would put a measurement on that line there in that view. So there's my shortest perpendicular line in all my different views. Okay, so that's it as it appears as a point. Okay, and that's it as a true length. And normally what we would do is we'd look along a true length to find a point view for the heat or that. But in this one, we get it as a point here, and then we basically work backwards and project it back into the other views then. So that's the skew line's shortest perpendicular line. So I'll just finish off my x2, y2 here to be in green, the same as the other ones.